Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Xana520, and a little over 11 years ago, I began this journey here on the internet, creating videos of gameplay and narrating over it for people to enjoy, following in the footsteps of the likes of Chugga Conroy and Proton John and Nintendo Capri-san and untold number of other YouTubers that I looked up to and followed. And my first game was, in fact, The Legend of Zelda for the Nintendo Entertainment System. It was rough. It was sloppy. But I am here today to start a new Let's Play of this game. The Legend of Zelda. Long ago, Ganon, Prince of Darkness, stole the Triforce of Power. Princess Zelda of Hyrule broke the Triforce of Wisdom into 8 pieces and hid them from Ganon before she was kidnapped by Ganon's minions. Link, you must find the pieces and save Zelda. Now, that intro has been thoroughly corrected from its original translated state, where it actually misspelled Ganon's name. Spelled it with 3 N's. G-A-N-N-O-N. And it helpfully presents to you a list of all the items in the game, because this game is difficult. It has that standard NES difficulty that people have come to know, and you either love it or you hate it. And this little tidbit right here, please look up the manual for details. Yeah, the manual had all kinds of extra information, but for this game, you actually... I'm going to hit the start button here. I've got a save file already, but we're going to register a second file here. But there's no map. There's no... what else is there? There's... well, what else isn't there? There's no real pause menu. The map's very basic, and this game would later be remade as Oracle of Seasons, which I've also played through, and you may have seen that. So, we're going to hit the start button. We're going to hit the start button here, and begin our adventure. We have nothing to our name, no items, no Triforce pieces, and that little gray square up there, or rectangle, is in fact our map. Lovely, isn't it? Anyway, we're gonna head into this first cave here and get the wooden sword and the prerequisite message of "It's dangerous to go alone. Take this." So, the wooden sword. Weakest of the swords, does 1 damage. When you're at full hearts, you can fire a sword beam, but you may notice that I am locked to 4 cardinal directions, unlike the Game Boy games. And I also can't do any sort of like fancy spin attacks, and I also cannot swing my sword. It's just sort of like a stab. But regardless, we're going to come up here and face off our first enemies. A bunch of Octoroks. So, this game is all about exploration, and I got absolutely nothing there. I believe the story of this goes is that this was made by, or based on Miyamoto's childhood pastime of exploring the woods around his house. And, you know, finding all kinds of little caves and stuff. There we go. I'll have to show that off next time. But we got ourselves some rupees. We got our second enemy here. Good old levers. I'm going to show this off here. That blinking jewel is, in fact, one of our rupees. The 5 rupees that I picked up earlier are going to be literally just blue. Got some pea hats here. Vulnerable only while they're stopped. It's usually not worth it to fight them. Another one. And that chap in the water there is a Zora. River Zora. He's a bit of a pain if I can't get another one of those items. There's a special item available in this game, and it's not in any other... Whoa, okay. Not available in any of the other games. Got ourselves some moblins here. There's a 5-er. Grab that. We want to gather some rupees here. Whoa, hello. You'll notice that sometimes you get the harder variants of enemies. They'll be blue, usually. Weak enemies are orange. Stronger enemies are blue. Find our way around here. The blue moblins take 3 sword hits. Got ourselves some bombs. So that's useful. We could technically go to the first dungeon right now. But if you know where things are, you can actually manage to get all the way up to the white sword, which is the level 2 sword, before you even step into the first dungeon. And that's usually what I end up doing. I'll get a bunch of heart containers. I will get the white sword. I'll get bombs, I'll get arrows, I'll get the bow, I'll probably get the magical shield. These are all items I need to explain at some point. Currently we do have a shield. You can see it right there in my hand. But this is just the basic shield. The basic shield is able to reflect projectiles, but it's unable to reflect magic. Like the fireballs that the Zora spit. But one of our first items is going to be right here. We lay a bomb, blow open this wall, step inside, and there's an old man in here. The old man will give us either a red potion or a heart container. You can only take one, and he disappears after you take the one. Unless you're doing 3 hearts, which is possible, you're going to want the heart container. Got some waterfall sounds here that are lovely. Got our full health back, so we can start shooting these again. Now the caves will stay open. There's another one right here, in fact. Pop ourselves in here real quick. It's a secret to everybody. Yes, this moblin will give us money in exchange for our silence. And we're going to be collecting a lot of money in order to afford a very expensive item that's actually completely optional. It's called the Blue Ring, and I may have brought up the... Ooh, a 5. Cool. I may have brought up the said item in my Oracle playthrough. Come here! Stupid Tektite. There's also this weird mechanic. What's in here? What is this? Oh, right, this. Show this to the old woman. Gives us this note. And now, if we ever find an old woman in a cave, we can show her the note to unlock something. Dodge that. Come our way over here. Now this. Okay, so let me show this off real quick. I'm not going to do this. Let's play a money-making game. This is gambling. You pay 10 rupees and you either gain 10, you lose 10, or you gain 30, I think. You can make a lot of money there, but it's not really worth it. Anyway, right here, there's a secret path that you can come up, and you come in this cave. Another secret to everybody, dude, but this one is going to give us 100. So now we got 148 rupees. Now then. Unlike some of the other Zelda games that have, like, no wallet mechanic, the wallet actually maxes out at a 16-bit integer, which is 255. Ow. These guys. That. The sword beam seems to actually be stronger than the either that or I hit him with both the sword and the sword beam. We've got a heart container there, but we can't reach that yet because we don't actually have the item we need for that. Ow. Stop that. Oop, more bombs. We're able to carry a maximum of 8 bombs for now. But we can come in here real quick. And this is a shop. We can buy bombs for 20, the magical shield for 130, or arrows for 80. Now I think we can get a better deal somewhere else, so we're going to leave that be for right now. We're going to come over here instead. Deal with these moblins who are firing arrows at us. Ow. Ow. Stop. Stop. One other thing I should point out. I do not expect to get through this game without dying at least once. Going through here. Oh boy! Whoa, where am I? Give me that heart. I also have a map open up on the side here because heck with going through this game blind. You want to stop that? Nope. Nope. Back up. Ow. Ow. Ow! Stop. Run. See if I can get to the ferry without kicking the bucket here. There's a ferry over this way, I believe. Just gotta get past these guys. Ooh, Tektites. Ooh. And this room. This room. Ooh, okay. This is a fairy fountain. We're familiar with these. Alright. Give me that. Give me that. Okay. Come here, come here, come here. Ow. You jerk. Alright. The other thing we need to get at some point... Oh, we're back here. The other thing we need to get at some point is going to be something called the blue candle. Ow. Ow. Stop. And the blue candle is going to allow us to burn certain trees. And yes, these are supposed to be trees. Give me that. Alright, cool. But there's a lot of, like, hidden stuff underneath very specific trees. Ow, you jerk! Anyway, we can come down here, deal with these levers real quick. Levers like to drop a lot of rupees. Ow. Stop. There we go. We just want to bomb this wall real quick. And in here, we got another of these guys. Now, whenever you go around and explore, like you're technically supposed to, you may also notice that the heart container did not heal me at all. Oh, there's that item. That is a stopwatch. It's a shame I didn't pick it up on a screen where it's actually going to have any effect. The stopwatch item freezes all the enemies in place and makes you essentially invincible. So then you can just go around and, you know, have a field day with them. It doesn't ever show up in any other games, so... I say that, but it did technically show up in one other game, but it was literally just the satellite gameplay version of this game. for the Super Nintendo. There's a fairy. This game's got a weird mechanic where if you kill a certain number of enemies without getting hit, you are likely to get a certain item, either a fairy or the stopwatch or bombs if the enemy drops bombs. I know the Moblins and blue Octoroks, I believe, are the only enemies that can actually drop bombs. I might be incorrect about that. Anyway, we're going to come up here into the mountains. Oh, wait a minute. Almost forgot something. I can bomb over here and find a cave. And in this cave is an old woman. And if we pull out that piece of paper, now she becomes a shop. And she offers to sell us medicine. Blue medicine has 1 use. Red medicine has 2 uses. It's always worth it to buy the red medicine if you have the rupees. And if you don't have the rupees to buy the red medicine, don't buy the blue medicine. Just go buy the red. Just go get some rupees and buy the red medicine. You probably don't ever need to buy the blue medicine. You will get blue medicine once you use your red medicine. Jerk. Because it'll change from red medicine to blue medicine, and then it'll change back to the paper. Anyway, I'm gonna go up here, I think? Ooh, yeah, we do. Now this guy, you may recognize this guy. This is a Lionel. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hit points. But he's not too much going to be much of a problem anymore because we've got this now. Master using it, and you can have this. The white sword. You need to have a minimum of 5 heart containers in order to be able to pick it up. But it does twice as much damage as the wooden sword. It's probably always in your best interest to get the 2 heart containers and get the white sword before getting too much further into the game. Just because of how much of an upgrade the white sword is. Unless, of course, you're doing that weird 3 heart run. At which point you're not going to be getting any of the sword upgrades. You masochist. Anyway, we're going to come back down here. See if we can't find any more rupees. Now I can show off the power of the white sword. If I come over here, I can one-hit these blue Octoroks now. These... okay. Enemies have 2 speeds. All enemies have 2 speeds. Ow. You either have them go fast, or you have them go slow. I think all enemies obey this rule. This is an important screen. We'll be back here later. I should probably go get the blue candle, so I can get some more heart containers and stuff. In fact, I think I know where I can buy it. I think it's over here, isn't it? Yeah, generally speaking, it's over here. There's a shop here, I think. There's something here. Blow that open. Get some more money. Come in here. It's a secret to everybody. Grab 30. Whoops, didn't mean to go back inside. Anyway. We're gonna come over here. And we're going in this cave. I think we were on this screen before. I just didn't make a mention of anything here. This cave's actually a shop, because we're actually north of the, where we started. Anyway, this shop sells the magical shield for 160, which is more expensive than that other shop we saw, It sells a key for 100 and the blue candle for 60. We're going to grab the blue candle. Keys in this game. There's no big keys. There's no small keys. There are just keys. And keys are not bound to the dungeon in which you find them, which makes this game that much either more difficult or easy, depending on how much money you plan on spending. Because, honestly, it's entirely feasible, though not that effective, to just, I'm gonna come in here real quick. It's not really the most efficient thing. Oh, okay. I guess it just activates all of them now. You used to have to show the paper to all the old ladies. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, there we go. Stopwatch. Enemies are frozen. I can now just walk around and destroy them. No problem. I want to go this way. I think I want to burn this tree. Yes. Wait, do I want to burn this tree? I do want to burn this tree, but do I want to go in right now? You know what? I'll eat the loss. This is going to be another 100 rupees, but that's going to max us out at 255. Why'd you put me on this side? Now take out blue moblins with 2 hits now. I'm gonna come over here. Red moblins are 1 hit now. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. There we go. Come over here. And now we're going to just... Whoops. Pardon me. We're going to come up here. We're going to come up here. You're going to walk into an Octorok like an idiot. Whoa. Want to dance? You can dance. That's a shop. And then we're going to come up here and deal with the Moldorms, or... What are these called again? Not Moldorms. What are these things? They're not laying molas either. Levers! That's what they are. Anyway, we're going to touch this statue. Step away from it, because he's a fast boy. Get in the stairs. Boy, this is really expensive. I think this is supposed to be Link talking? I'm not sure. But we've got a key for 80. We've got this item, the bait, for 60. We're going to need this later. But we've also got this item. This item is extremely expensive. It's almost the maximum amount of rupees you can carry. This is the blue ring. The blue ring is going to cut all damage that you take in half. And as a side effect, it turns your tunic blue. It also has some other interesting effects later down the line. I also didn't really fully explain the candle, did I? So the candle throws a fireball out in front of you. And that's it, basically. If you get the fireball on top of something like this bush right here, it'll burn the bush. I want that money. Give me that. And get rid of you. There we go. We're gonna pop down here real quick. I think this is also the cheapest bait we can buy. The 60 bait that was there. Oh, no. How do I get out of here? Crap. There we go. That's the Lost Woods. You don't want to be in there. Unless you do. Actually, come to think of it, I think we can go down the bottom here and go around. Ow. As you can see, I didn't take any damage from that arrow. It's tracking the damage. It's just not showing the damage. I have actually taken a quarter heart. I'll just use use this real quick. I actually did take a quarter heart of damage there, but the game doesn't register quarters of a heart. Or bombs. Nice. The game only registers damage in half hearts. So if you take a quarter of a heart of damage, it's going to register that damage, but it's not going to show it to you for purposes of the HUD update. And as a result, it's also not going to count it for the purposes of throwing your sword. Perfect. Now, I think we can bomb this wall. Come in here. It's another secret to everybody. Grab ourselves another 30. Think, think, think. There we go. Grab some more money. If we can get to 60 before we get back, or before we get too far, I'm probably going to go and get that bait for 60. Come on, Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. Dang it. Now, I should also point out that not all these little caves that you find, there we go, are going to be positive caves, because some caves that you can find are like the ones you find in the Oracle games, where it's, you find a cranky old man inside, and he demands that you pay him for repairing his door. So yeah, watch when you're going around. We're gonna pop open this, run away in case he's a fast boy, which he is. Spawn, please. Thank you. He just keeps selling the ring. I'm not sure why, because you can't buy another ring. It doesn't do anything. Get some more money back. This whole episode is just going to be like preparations to begin the adventure. We're not going to actually get to do anything yet. Because there is one more item that I'd like to get before we venture off into level 1. Okay. I think because I took half a heart of damage there, the fireballs actually do a whole heart. Oop. Got a fast Dr. Rock. There we go. Get that. Now, let's see. Where else can I get money from? Well, there's some trees we could go burn. I think there's one on this screen. There is one on this screen, but it'll remove 20 rupees. Ow. If I ever find myself in a position where I don't have any rupees, I will show off one of those places. Let's see here. Do I gonna come up here? Yes. Ooh. Hello. Also, annoyingly, whenever you grab a stopwatch, the Zoras disappear. Anyway, on this screen, we want to burn one of these trees. I think it might be that one. Nope. It's the 5th tree? I think it's the 5th tree. It's probably this one. Yeah, it is. And in here, we can grab a 6th heart container. There aren't as many heart containers in this game as there are in some of the later ones. Also, I want to show off this. Get out of here. Before we end things off, we're going to go in here. And in here is the cheapest you can get the magic shield. The magic shield in this room is 90 rupees. You also got 100 bait and recovery hearts for 10. But the bait, or the magic shield here is the cheapest that you can get it. There's like 3 places that sell it for that price, and it's the exact same shop layout. You know what? I don't think we're going to go much further here. I don't really need the magic shield yet. So I'm gonna come over here. Whoops. Get rid of you. This sure looks familiar, doesn't it? Well, next time on The Legend of Zelda... It's funny just saying that. Next time on The Legend of Zelda, we're going to venture into this tree and see what lies within it. Till then, this is Anew520, signing out.